Hello there, welcome back to Luxuria Life channel.
What comes to mind when you hear the name Elon Musk? Maybe Tesla, maybe rockets, maybe even his Twitter antics. But what most people don't know is that Musk has surrounded himself with a collection of toys so extreme, they blur the line between luxury and science fiction. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on Musk's private playground, the planes, cars, machines, and inventions that only someone like him could call hobbies. Stick around until the end because one of these toys is so over the top, you might not believe it's real. Let's start at 40,000 feet. Musk's Gulfstream G650ER is a flying marvel worth about $70 million. It's one of the fastest, longest-range private jets in the world. Capable of flying more than 7,500 nautical miles without refueling, Musk can leave Los Angeles in the evening and land in Berlin or Shanghai while most of us are still halfway through a movie. The cabin is designed for 19 passengers, complete with leather seats, beds, and high-speed Wi-Fi. Fun fact, the Gulfstream G650ER is a favorite of billionaires worldwide, with Jeff Bezos and Oprah Winfrey also owning one. But Musk uses his like a mobile headquarters, making calls, reviewing designs, and even holding meetings mid-flight. For him, it isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity to manage companies on multiple continents. Another detail, Musk had the plane customized to fit his exact working style, so it isn't just transport, it's a flying command center. Now, the roads. Musk doesn't just drive Teslas, he lives them. His garage has included the Model S, Model X, and Cybertruck prototypes. But his most famous car isn't in his garage at all. It's orbiting Earth. In 2018, Musk made headlines by launching a cherry-red Tesla Roadster into space aboard the Falcon Heavy rocket. With David Bowie's Space Oddity playing on loop, a mannequin called Starman sat behind the wheel. That roadster is still drifting out there today, traveling millions of kilometers every year. Scientists even track its trajectory like they would an asteroid. Here's a fun fact. Experts predict that in tens of millions of years, the roadster could eventually collide with Earth or Venus. So Musk didn't just create a stunt. He placed a Tesla into the story of the solar system itself. But Musk isn't only about the future. He also holds on to the past. One of his first cars was a modest 1978 BMW 320i. Nothing flashy, just a simple car he drove as a young man. Later, he bought a McLaren F1, one of the rarest and most expensive supercars of the 1990s. Only 106 were ever made. Musk famously crashed his McLaren in 2000 with PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel in the passenger seat. He didn't have insurance on it at the time, and he laughed about it later, saying, "You don't buy a McLaren to drive it slowly." That mix of recklessness and ambition fits his character perfectly. Here's another tidbit. At the time, the McLaren F1 was the fastest production car in the world, capable of hitting over 240 miles per hour. Musk's crash didn't scare him. It fueled his obsession with speed. Then comes one of the strangest cars in his collection, the Lotus Esprit submarine car from the 1977 James Bond film, The Spy Who Loved Me. Musk bought it at auction in 2013 for nearly $1 million. The prop in the movie transformed from car to submarine, and Musk has said he wants to make it functional with Tesla electric drivetrain technology. Imagine a Tesla that drives off a pier and keeps going underwater. With Musk, that's not a joke. He's actually serious about it. Fun fact, when Musk was a child, he watched that very Bond film in South Africa, and he later said he was disappointed to learn the car didn't really work. Decades later, with his billions, he bought it to make that childhood dream come true. And then there's the Cybertruck. Its reveal in 2019 became legendary when the so-called bulletproof glass shattered during a live demonstration. Despite that mishap, Musk doubled down. Cybertruck's stainless steel body, futuristic design, and almost armored look have made it one of the most talked-about vehicles in the world. Musk has been spotted driving the prototypes himself, cruising around Texas and California. Fun fact, the Cybertruck's design was partly inspired by the Lotus Esprit and the sci-fi film Blade Runner. It's not just a truck, it's a movie prop on wheels that Musk decided to mass produce. Early reservation numbers suggest over 1 million people signed up to buy one, proving the world is just as fascinated with this futuristic toy as Musk is. But Musk doesn't limit himself to land and air. He once funded a miniature submarine designed to rescue children trapped in a flooded cave in Thailand in 2018. While it wasn't used in the actual rescue, Musk kept the design, calling it potentially useful for future emergencies. The sub was small enough to fit through narrow passages and was built in just 8 days by SpaceX engineers. Musk later donated it to a museum in Thailand. Here's a side note. Engineers said the sub actually worked, but the rescue divers felt traditional methods were faster. For Musk, though, the speed of designing and building it in real time shows how he turns headlines into prototypes overnight. Of course, Musk's biggest toys are rockets. SpaceX's Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy have changed the aerospace industry forever by making rockets reusable. What most people don't realize is that Musk treats rocket launches like some people treat model planes. He once said he gets butterflies in his stomach every time a rocket lifts off, the same way a kid feels unwrapping a present. And here's another fun fact. SpaceX's Starship rocket, designed for Mars missions, is taller than the Statue of Liberty. That makes it not only the most powerful rocket ever built, but also one of the largest moving objects humanity has ever attempted to launch. For Musk, this isn't work. This is play at planetary scale. And then there's the flamethrower. In 2018, Musk's Boring Company sold 20,000 flamethrowers branded as not a flamethrower. They sold out in 4 days, raising $10 million. The flamethrower shoots flames up to 3 feet long, and Musk proudly kept one for himself. He joked about using it in zombie apocalypses and even demonstrated it at events. It was part marketing, part prank, but it also showed how Musk can take a wild idea, slap a label on it, and turn it into instant profit. Extra trivia. California law banned flamethrowers that shoot flames beyond 10 feet, so Musk named it not a flamethrower to sidestep restrictions. That's Musk's sense of humor, playful but calculated. Finally, Musk's imagination spills into toys we haven't seen yet but might in the near future. He has hinted at supersonic electric jets, high-speed electric boats, and underground cars zipping through Hyperloop tunnels. He talks about them casually, but remember, this is the same man who casually decided to launch a car into space, and then did it. So what do Musk's toys reveal about him? Unlike other billionaires, he doesn't spend his money on mega yachts or dozens of mansions. Instead, he buys, or builds, machines that double as experiments. His toys are his test labs. Some are PR stunts. Some push technology forward. All of them tell the world the same thing. Elon Musk doesn't play by anyone else's rules. Love him or hate him, you have to admit. His toys aren't ordinary. They're outrageous, they're sometimes absurd, and they often change what we think is possible.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video.